All right, welcome back to the Success is a Choice podcasting network. We're live from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium at the Pro Football Hall of Fame Fatherhood Festival on Fatherhood Day weekend. We have a very special guest with us, Coach Jason Candle, head coach at the University of Toledo. He brought some of his leaders, some of his athletes over here to be volunteers today. Coach, we appreciate that.
Yes, thanks for having us. Obviously a tremendous day and a great place to be here at the Hall of Fame and to be with special people for a great cause.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great to see your student athletes here.
So I think one thing about our program is we always ask our guys to give more than they take, and this is a way to do that. They're very active in our community at home and very engaging with the city of Toledo and certainly the campus environment. So this is a way to branch out. It's a fun way to get away and kind of to do some leadership on our own and get a chance to maybe see the Hall of Fame tomorrow. And so great experience for everybody.
So you took over a program. Toledo has been good. So you weren't taking over a program that was at the bottom, but it's not easy to take over a program that's been good and continue to have it be good, to sustain that success. A lot of people think that it's easy. It's not easy, and it takes a lot to keep that culture and that leadership going.
So, I was fortunate enough to be there in 2009. Stayed through his tenure, became the offensive coordinator under Matt Campbell, and watched him take the program one step further. And then when he moved on to be the head coach at Iowa State, I was lucky enough to be promoted to be the head coach. So I've seen this thing from the bare bones all the way to what we've been able to build it into now, and I think it's something very proud of. And success comes in a lot of different ways. You're talking about community service, great academics, progress that we've had, graduating our guys at an alarming rate. Talk about development of players. We've had 8 guys drafted out of here in the last 6 years and another handful of guys that made NFL rosters. We won the conference championship in 2017 in my second year, and been really proud of the success we've been able to maintain. And it's not easy. Our league has so many great teams. There's so much parity. It's a regionally recruited league, so all these kids know each other from high school, and it's a big deal whether it's a Saturday, a Tuesday, or a Wednesday night. Whenever they ask us to play, that you're playing a rival school or a school or a local school. MACtion games.
Absolutely. A lot of people have become fans of the MAC conference because you play prime time during the week.
Such a unique experience. If you play Saturday at noon or Saturday at 3:30, there's so much airspace to compete for, and so many other teams that you're fighting for those time slots. Tuesday or Wednesday night, you're fighting against volleyball games and things like that. Sometimes you're the only football game on, and we've had, like I said, we've had a lot of success in these recent NFL drafts, and our guys have been able to gain so much exposure from that identity that our conference created a few years ago that stuck and turned into its own animal. It's been really cool to see.
Well, you're the coach at Toledo. Toledo is in Ohio, but it's not real close to where we're at right now at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But you do have local ties.
So, I grew up close here to Stark County. I went to West Branch High School, played my college football at Mount Union College. Very fortunate to play under Larry Karras and have a great start and kind of a baptism into the coaching world, if you will. And, a college football Hall of Famer that just dedicated the stadium to him last weekend. And, there's not enough awards or accolades that can put into perspective that man's success or impact he's had on people. So very grateful to have that start. Probably more grateful now than maybe when I was going through it. I didn't even know how lucky I had it, like many young people. So to be able to bring my team back here to Stark County to see the Hall of Fame and to watch how this place has grown and how this has changed. I'm sitting here, I'm looking at a brand new building with end zone seats. This used to be a muddy hill that we used to slide down as kids during playoff games. I remember breaking my collarbone right out there on the right hash that I'm looking at right now, running a kickoff back in college. So a lot of unique experiences here. But so fun to be back.
Well, speaking of kickoff, I played at Hiram College. 1993, the first year Mount Union won a national title. I was on the kickoff team. Opening kickoff, I had contained. I didn't do a very good job. Mount Union scored, had a part in giving that Mount Union team confidence so they could go on and win a national title.
Yeah, I think you're not alone.
So you're welcome.
Thank you. Well, us D3 guys, we have a unique fraternity. I think it's such a special opportunity to play at a liberal arts school and be able to, play football at its purest form. It's you're paying for school, you're doing what you love, you're paying to do what you love, and you understand the value of a degree and what that can do for your life. And you've been very successful, and I'm sure you attribute that to your start at Hiram College and the lessons you learned playing football there.
So how good was it to go to a bowl game in the Bahamas? Or is that a nightmare for a coach?
It's hard on a coach. It's a great reward for your players, and I think that's always what a bowl game is. It's a reward for a great season. We had a good year last year, and so close in so many games, and a few losses by a total of 12 points there. One being a 3-point loss at Notre Dame, and just a little bit we wish we thought we had. But good to be able to go to a bowl game is, like I said, a reward for a great season. To be able to do it in the Bahamas is a very unique and a very special thing. It's one thing to take your brand nationwide, but it's another brand to take it worldwide and take it out of the country. So very cool. You don't get a chance to maybe enjoy Atlantis as you would if you went at this time of the year or Christmas or something like that. But, certainly a great experience for our kids.
Well, he's Jason Candle, the head coach at University of Toledo, here at the Fatherhood Festival at the Pro Football Hall of Fame this weekend. Be sure to follow him at Coach Candle on Twitter. Check out the Toledo website. Become a fan of the Toledo Rockets. Great program, great storied football tradition. So, Coach, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for bringing your players out to this event.
I appreciate you having me on. I appreciate you being here, and anything we can do to impact one of our the best causes, I think, in our country, and in a way to couple it with football, I think that's a really special deal. So thanks for everything, and thanks for having me.